Hello children, I hope with the help of the previous videos you might have completed all the exercises of pronouns. Now we'll start with a new topic in grammar, that is adjective. As you all can see written on the board, adjective. This is a grammar topic. So first of all, we'll discuss what adjective is. That means we'll discuss the definition of adjective. What is the definition of adjective? Definition of adjective says that adjective is a word that is used to describe a noun. Or you can say that adjective always adds something to the noun. Alright? Sometimes children say that adjective is a word that tells us about the quality of a noun. But actually the adjectives are describing words. Okay, and on the basis of all the kinds of adjectives, we'll understand how they work in a sentence to add something to the meaning of a noun. Let's see how many kinds in all are there of adjectives. Kinds of adjectives are of 7 kinds. What are these 7 kinds? Number 1 is adjective of quality. As I have already told you, adjectives are used to tell about the qualities of nouns. Okay? So, the adjective which tells us about the quality of any noun, that is the adjective of quality. And what do they tell us? What kind of the person is, what kind of the thing is, because all the names of the persons and things, objects are called nouns. So, they tell us about what kind of the thing is, what kind of the place or what kind of the object is. Like a black coat. Here we can see what is coat. Coat is a noun and the word that is describing this noun, or you can say this is telling us the quality of this noun, is black. So what is black? Black is adjective of quality. Here we'll see the next example, a generous lady. Here in this phrase, what is the noun? Noun is lady, and the word that is describing this lady or telling us about the quality of this lady is generous. Alright children? Okay. Now the second kind of adjective. The second kind of adjective is adjective of quantity. Quantity tells us how much, not how many. Okay? So, whenever we get the answer of how much, that means that word is an adjective of quantity. How? Enough food. Like enough food. What is enough here? Food is a noun and the word that is describing this food is enough. So, enough is adjective. Which adjective? Adjective of quantity. Enough food, like whole bread. What is bread? Bread is a noun and the word describing this noun is whole. So, whole will be the adjective of quantity. Is this clear children? Okay. The third one is adjective of number. Here we'll ask a question, how many? And in the answer of this question, how many, we'll get the number, either the number or the order. How many or what order? Because numbers can be of 2 kinds, ordinals and cardinals. Ordinals which tell us about the order of the things or the persons, and cardinals which tells us about the number. So on the basis of these 2 things, we can ask 2 questions, how many and what order. Like all girls. How many girls? All girls. First row, what order? First, second, third, fourth. This is the order of things. So, adjective of number always tells us about either of the order or of how many numbers. Alright, I hope these 3 kinds of adjectives are clear. Number 1 is adjective of quality, second is adjective of quantity, and third is adjective of number. Now we'll see the fourth kind of adjective, that is demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjective, as I have already told you in pronouns, that the demonstrative pronouns are used to point out to the things or to point out to the persons. Like which person. If you ask a question, which person, which thing, and the answer will come out with the word, that is the demonstrative adjective. This car. Again we will see one thing. What is car? Car is a noun. And the word to describe this car is this. Because this word is pointing out the car, that is a noun. So this will be called as demonstrative adjective. Alright. Next. Those boys. Again we will see one thing. What is boys? Boys is a noun. And the word describing the word boys is those, and those is used to point out the boys. So this word is called as a demonstrative adjective. I hope this is clear. Let's move on to the next point, that is distributive adjective. What is distributive adjective? As we have already discussed in the chapter of pronouns, that distributives are used one at a time. It refers to the numbers of things or objects. One at a time. How? What are the words? Each. Like each student in the class. Every boy of the class. Every parent. Either of the books. Neither tree was laden with fruits. Alright children. So distributive adjectives are used to show the number of the objects or persons, but one at a time, with the help of these words: each, every, either, neither. Next is interrogative adjective. What is interrogative adjective? Interrogative adjective are the words which are used to ask questions. But here one thing should be kept in mind, that these interrogative adjectives are used with the nouns, not in the place of nouns. Children, I hope you remember that in the chapter pronouns, I have already told you that pronouns are used in the place of noun. But here, adjectives are used with the noun to describe a noun or to add something to the meaning of that noun. So, interrogative adjectives will always be used with a noun, not in place of the noun. So please don't get confused between the interrogative pronouns and interrogative adjectives. So they are used with nouns and to ask questions. These are the question words. How will you ask the questions? With the help of this interrogative adjective. Which book? Book is a noun, and with this noun we have added this word which. This is a question word. Which book? What problem? Problem again is a noun, and with this noun we have added a question word, that is what. So this is interrogative adjective. This is interrogative adjective. Which and what is also interrogative adjective, and they are used with the nouns, not in place of the nouns. Last kind of adjective is possessive adjective. Possessive adjectives are used to show possession. And when they are used to show possession, which word is used? Whose. Whose word is used? Example, my book. Again, my word is used with the book, not in place of the book. Book is a noun and my word is used with it. In the same way, your purse. Purse is used as a noun, and with that noun, your word is used to show the possession, to show the belonging. Alright. I hope children, all 7 kinds of adjectives are clear. I hope you all have understood what adjective is and all the kinds of adjectives. There is one more thing about adjectives that is very important to know. The degrees of comparison. What are these 3 degrees of comparison? The positive degree, the comparative degree, and the superlative degree. The positive degree is used when there is no comparison. when no comparison is made and we talk about only one person, positive degree is used. Like Ram is an intelligent boy. Ram is an intelligent boy. The second is the comparative degree. The comparative degree is used when there is a comparison between two things or two objects, two persons. Okay? When there is a comparison between two objects, two things, two persons, comparative degree is used. So we'll write here comparison between two. Okay, like Ram is more intelligent than Ravi. Is this clear? There is a comparison between Ram and Ravi. So we have used the comparative degree, that is more intelligent. And in the first sentence, that was a positive degree. No comparison is made. There we used only the word intelligent. Now the third degree is the superlative degree. The superlative degree is used when we are talking about more than two people. More than two people, more than two things, more than two objects, two places. Then we use superlative degree. Alright, and with the superlative degree, it is mandatory to write the article the. The example will be Ram is the most intelligent Ram is the most intelligent boy of the class. Ram is the most intelligent boy of the class. This shows that there is not a comparison between the two people, but we are talking about the best in the whole class. So we have used this most intelligent, that is a superlative degree. Superlative degree can also be, comparative and superlative degree can also be formed by the use of ER and EST, like pretty. How can we use the comparative degree of the word pretty? Prettier. Prettier. And superlative degree will be prettiest. Alright children. And some degrees of some comparative and superlative degrees are like, suppose we use the word bad. We cannot add ER and EST in this word. So what will we write? They have their own degrees of comparison. What is this? Bad, worse, and worst. In the same way, good, better, best. So there are many kinds to form the comparative and the superlative degrees, and for them you can see your book. There are a few more examples, and in the next video we'll try to do some exercises. Till then children, please try to understand the definition, try to revise the definition of adjective, and try to learn all the kinds of adjectives so that you can solve all the exercises on your own. Okay? In the next lecture, we'll solve a few exercises together. Okay.